Hey everybody, welcome back to Feast and Farm Cooks. My name is Rachel Ballard, and this is the channel where I teach you how to use food as medicine so that you can live, love, and do more of what brings you joy. Today, we're going to cut through some of the mystery of store-bought breakfast sausage, and we're going to make our own. There's so much that we could drill down on here with pork and where it comes from and how it's raised and what's in it and what it's fed and all of that, or we can just make it ourselves. So this version is really simple. I'm going to use the best quality ground pork I could get my hands on here and a couple of spices, and we're all set. Let's go make it. We're going to start out with a pound of pastured pork. If you can possibly get your hands on that instead of something conventional from the store, that's going to be your best bet. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of sea salt. We've got a quarter of a teaspoon of black pepper and a big pinch of red pepper flakes here because we like the heat, but that's completely optional for you. Then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of real maple syrup. Please no Mrs. Butterworth or any of that synthetic stuff here. Just a couple of teaspoons adds a little bit of gentle sweetness to the recipe. Then we're going to add a tablespoon each of fresh chopped sage and thyme. These make all the difference in the flavor here. You can find those in the produce department at your grocery store. And then we're going to add some nutmeg. Now this is a whole nutmeg that I have here in my hand. They last forever. You don't need very many of these. And I'm going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon in with my grater. If you have some pre-ground nutmeg, you could use that here as well. You just want a very small amount of that. Then we're going to add some crushed fennel seeds. These are very important. I have a mortar and pestle. I use those a lot when I'm doing whole food cooking. It's kind of a great tool. I'm going to grind these around. But if you don't have one, just use like a Ziploc bag, put them in there and crush them up really good with a heavy skillet, or a coffee grinder would also work. Then use a fork or your impeccably clean hands to gently work this together. You don't want to overwork this ground meat because if you do, it will become very compressed and your sausage will be very tough. So just gently work those ingredients in until they're mostly mixed together. You could do any additional mixing with your hands as you form their patties, but it's up to you. Now in a 10 to 12 inch large heavy bottom skillet, I have a little bit of avocado oil in the bottom, but you could also do a little bit of lard. Would make perfect sense here if you had some pastured lard. Lay your patties in there. I'm doing these at about 3 inches wide by a 1/2 inch thick or so, and leave about a 1/2 inch of space around them so that everybody has some air circulation. And we're going to cook these until they're just golden brown. Now, how long that takes can vary a little bit, but I would say 4 or so minutes over medium-high heat on the first side, and then give them a flip and give them another 4 minutes roughly on the second side. Just keep an eye on them and see how they're doing, but you want to cook them through so that no pink remains and they reach an internal temperature of about 165 degrees, and you can always check their temperature if you would like to. And then you're ready to serve them up. This type of breakfast sausage eliminates all the nitrates and nitrites and all the mystery ingredients that can sometimes come with pork in this country. I hope you enjoy it. If you'd like some more low-carb breakfast ideas, check out my baked ham and egg cups right here, and I'll see you in that video. Have a great day. Bye.